Okay. So, last time.
Hi, recording.
Hi, recording.
Hello.
I'm sorry for disrespecting you, recording.
You disrespect the recording.
On this, the day of D&D.
Look how they massacred my plot.
When last we met, the group had escaped from the cult compound into a scribe's sanctum. Promptly reported that the scribe sanctum was connected to a cult compound and had the whole place shut down, and then stole a scribe from the shutdown sanctum. Did I give that scribe a name? Does he have a name?
He did, in fact.
Anybody remember what it is?
Bob.
It was not Bob.
Bob.
Don't you dare.
I want to say Philip.
No. Philip was the orc from the death the second in command of the death squad was Philip.
There can't be more than one Philip in the 40k universe.
Yeah, absolutely not.
No. I'm scrolling up. Ah, wait, there's the Diplodocus debacle. Hold on, I went too far.
What is 2DF, Kate?
There's a fudge roller.
A what?
Did we say
D4, D6, D8, D12, D20, D100, and then fudge.
Oh, it's a coin. It's like a coin flipper. Okay, well that's neat, but we're
we did not write his name down.
Cool. His name is now Philip.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Hey.
I'm adding him. Hold on. Create handout. Philip with one L because I hate him. In all players' journals, description and notes, Philip is a waylaid, open parentheses, stolen, Munitorum scribe acquired by the Acolytes after escaping a cult compound where a cult compound hidden inside the sanctum that Philip was hoping to work at. He can do non-combat clerical work. Non-combat. You are not bringing Philip with you to the Underhive. He will die. He will die immediately. They will kill him for his shoes. Anyway, so
would you like to go on an adventure, Philip?
No, I really wouldn't. Okay, so after acquiring Philip, the group returned to their returned to the hostel that they are using as a home base, and were given 2 weeks of downtime, during which time characters made some money, purchased some equipment, and got in a bit of a scuffle with a tourist. If your name is fucking
Rennick.
Technically, I didn't scuffle. The people who came after me scuffled.
Rennick Well, first, Rennick pickpocketed a tourist, like a noble tourist up in the upper spires, and then circled the block and tried to offer his services as a guide to the city, and was almost stabbed because of it.
You gotta try, you know what I mean?
Did successfully pickpocket that guy, though, so...
And then did maybe set other people on him.
Yeah. I took note of that, by the way. Each of you have an individual reputation in the city. Renix is currently in the fucking dirt in the upper spires. But your respect
fair,
levels... What?
As if Reddit's reputation in the upper spires could or would ever be anything else.
Well, it's currently in the dirt in the spires, but in Lowtown, actually, that's a little extra respect.
That's all I care about. Fuck.
I started a church.
Yes.
I had a
Ishta
congregation.
Ishta started a church,
In quotes.
in quotes. Ishta's reputation is currently on the rise in all 3 sectors of the city
That's a
because of
mistake.
said church. Anyways, at the end of the
I
2
vote
weeks
for
of
Flamethrower.
at the end of the 2 weeks of downtime, the group was told that there was no work for them to do for the Inquisition, but that they had been seconded to the local PDF to investigate a malfunctioning water recycling plant in the Underhive because the PDF couldn't spare any troops to do it on their own. And by couldn't, I mean wouldn't, and the Inquisitor voluntold you to do it. Well, the Inquisitor told Epsilon, and Epsilon told you. But it's a safe assumption that when Epsilon tells you to do something, it's because the Inquisitor wants you to do it. I'm gonna move Philip into the characters section. Oh, also, you guys have... I don't know why these aren't edited so that you guys can see them. You guys know who Skifscar Reed is. You guys should be able to see his... It's the guy you guys talked to in session 1. Yeah, in session 1, you were told to go talk to an informant working in Grimmick's garage. Well, it was a really long time ago. You guys met him, you should be able to see his character bit. His handout.
Is that the guy who we tried to be subtle about talking to and it ended up being not very subtle?
Yeah, Yarrick, fucking snuck in via a 5th floor garage door and dragged him off into a closet.
That's right.
And stabbed him in the leg, or like just enough to make it look not suspicious that he'd been interrogated.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the recap. You guys have your mission. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. You all know how to play this game.
I have a question.
What's your question?
I was looking through the handbook and I couldn't find it. What does Sound Constitution do again?
It gives you +1 wound every time you take it.
Yeah, okay. That's my question.
I will say that you were not given a time scale for completing this mission, other than in the dossier, it says that the city will run out of clean drinking water in 30 days if this is not fixed. Yeah, you guys had a
Didn't we
bunch.
deal with the downtime at the end of last session?
What?
Didn't we deal with the downtime at the end of last session?
Yeah.
We did.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Can rock and roll, right?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Okay. As always, it is important for me as the DM. What is your method of travel to get to the Underhive?
And of course we have a
Expendable.
driver.
Expendable. Fucking awesome. So for the third
Check.
time in a month, you show up to the PDF barracks in the Middle Cities and requisition a third car and a third driver.
I can technically drive.
If you
Then
want
we'll
a
just get a very good one, Dad.
if you want a good car with a good driver, you will have to submit a Munitorum request, because currently the PDF only has base PDF ground cars, and all of their valet services are just street cops, basically. I mean,
why don't we just steal a car of our own? I mean, requisition one from someone less deserving.
from someone less
can
deserving.
Can I roll just for shits? As they're coming to this conclusion, can I roll to see if Rennick has A, seen a very good car, and B, is he already hot wiring said car for goofs?
You know what, Rennick? I love it. I love your gumption. Give me an awareness roll. You're in the Middle Cities, so make it with +10.
What's car?
Rennick, you look around and you realize not only are there no ground cars at all in sight, that also means that actually there's no ground cars in the PDF barracks lot. Even if you wanted to, you could not requisition a car from the Middle Cities. They do not have any available.
They've hidden them all.
They've
They
hidden
heard we
them
were
all.
coming.
Given that we're heading down, and down is kind of my jam, if we travel the ways that I know to go, with all of the kind of presumed shortcuts that you take when you're a local versus a tourist, how long is it going to take us to get where we want to go?
Taking like fancy illegal criminal back alleys and ad hoc elevators, the travel distance from where you are to the central spire where all the elevators live would only take you about 10 minutes. But because the city is set up on purpose to be hard to traverse, there's not really anything you can do to shorten the length of time it would take to get down from Middle Cities to Lowtown. And on top of that, Rennick, you are aware, because you live here, that getting out of Lowtown down into the Underhive is kind of illegal.
How illegal?
Illegal in the sense that, so the PDF doesn't have the city, like the government of the city doesn't have a presence in the Underhive. The Underhive's PDF headquarters, the barracks where all the cops live, it was ransacked some 30 odd years ago and is actually being used as basically like a weird kind of combination bar slash gang castle.
Baller.
So all of the Undercity, all of the Underhive is gang controlled with no oversight from the government.
So how often have I been to the Undercity then? It's more than never.
Well,
But,
hold
like,
on. What? Before I can answer that, I have to ask you a question. How often does Rennick partake in higher level criminal activity? Not pickpocketing, not like petty thuggery. How often has Rennick been involved in organized crime?
Full of times. Rennick tries to do a job for each of the like, he's very big on he's got a little tally book in his pocket to make sure he's not throwing his lot in with any family in particular.
Okay.
You want to maintain everyone believing you're a free agent.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. You've been to the Underhive. We'll call it a D5 roll. -1.
Okay. Also, Alistair, your keyboard is loud as keyboard accesses.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How? How?
The one time you were gonna go into the Underhive, Rennick, the job fell apart, and most of your crew ended up dead or worse.
Excellent. So I'm gonna turn to
Now, mind you, before you do say anything, you guys have an inquisitorial rosette and permission from the governor and the support of the PDF, so you can get there. It's just gonna take a bit.
So it would take us 10 minutes to get to the point where we go down.
Yes.
And then it will take as long to go down as it takes to go down. There's no way to speed that up.
Pretty much. So you're looking at probably a day trip to get to the entrance to the Underhive.
Baller. Riddick will just relay that with a shrug and open his jacket, like his jacket on one side, to show an entire side that is just full of snacks. Like, were we not all prepared for this?
I did not bring a sandwich.
Okay, hold on. What did you say, Gaz?
Oh, sorry. I said I didn't bring a sandwich.
And what did you say, Em? Sure. I mean, if you guys want to, you could try to stop by Lowtown's barracks and get a car from them.
Would
Or-
that make any significant difference to our travel time if what we're doing is heading down in one of those very slow elevators?
I would love to do that because then I can drive it.
Why does everybody
I can also drive it.
I can drive
like
too,
for
that's better.
fucking almost the whole party knows how to drive cars, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are no cars. Okay, so if you, I'm gonna start putting things on the map. Actually, hold on. So, white. This is where, middle cities PDF
How do I open PDF?
barracks. Barrack is. It's like right there. And then we're gonna go over to here. Low Town PDF barrack is like right there. If you stop by the Lowtown PDF barracks, it would cut about 4 hours off of your travel time if you pick up a car from them. You can certainly try. Accessing the citywide Vox channels would require a tech use test.
I would love to do that.
Get on it.
So yes, sir.
Do I get any additional? Any
Well, are you both making individual attempts or are you working together?
Teamwork makes the dream work.
All right.
Yes.
What are the two of you? What are your tech use scores?
43.
41.
Okay, so we will have Gaz be the primary person, the one who makes the roll, and
Okay.
we will have Rob be the one assisting. So Gaz, you're gonna make your roll with plus 20, half of Rob's score.
We call them so good.
Crystal clear connection.
Crystal clear connection. In fact, Gaz, you will never need a check to connect to the Vox system for the city ever again.
Oh, I will. Damn it.
No, neither
Sweet.
will you.
Hell
Neither-
yeah.
Oh, also, this is just a fun fact that I learned. There is an internet in the 41st millennia. It's exclusively available to tech priests.
Is it like the Terra Wide Web?
No, it's the noosphere.
Okay.
So basically, after like the 37th millennia, all tech priests started having a noosphere uplink installed in their brains. So basically, tech priests are the internet. It's not a thing that computers access, it's a thing that tech priests do with their brain.
Thank you, Inquisitor
That's
Mouse.
fun.
Anyways, you are now connected to the Lowtown PDF barracks. Hello. Please state your name and desired function.
Name.
Have you filled out the appropriate requisition forms, arbitrator? Philip like starts typing away at his fucking chest computer, and then a sheet of paper prints out, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one, and then like 14 more, and then he holds the whole sheaf up to you and says, "Here you go." All right, give me the form ID. It should be a unique code in the bottom left of the final page. Excellent. Do you want a driver? They're good drivers, ma'am. They're solid. Is a solid trooper, ma'am. He's gonna be creepy. Duly noted. We'll have the car ready for you on your arrival. Click.
This call was sponsored by the Adeptus Mechanicus.
This call was sponsored by the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Alright.
You can get a car.
Is this something we're gonna have to pay for?
No.
Okay, good.
You
I
guys
wasn't
have
sure if we
got-
needed like some sort of requisition token or something, or
I filled out the form.
it's just the form. Okay,
I didn't fill out the form.
fill it.
Ha! I filled out the form. I'm very good at not getting in trouble. Is there anything you'd like me to do while you're all gone?
Is there any other paperwork that we should have probably filled out and haven't? Can we do our personal taxes?
I mean, nothing comes to mind. The Imperial Tithe isn't for another 11 months and 14 days.
Sorry.
Sure.
Intern fill.
Should I separate the paperwork by person as well?
And do it alphabetically by first name.
Why?
No, so no.
Atella starting with A.
Just make sure we've got a glossary. We need
It's
an
busy.
index.
It's
We need
busy
an index.
intern work.
B C D A B C D E F G I 8. Holy fuck! Hold on. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R. No, P is before R. Okay, I've now reorganized your names alphabetically, I think. Is ARG before ATE?
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
Okay, cool. That's gonna. I don't know if that's gonna change anything on your guys' end. It doesn't matter. All right. So, all right. So it's 10 minutes to here. And then for every square you go down, it's like 2 hours. So 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 8, 10, 12, 12 and a half. No, hold on. 12, 10, 12, 20. All right, so 12 hours and 30 minutes of elevator rides later. You know what? Elevator rides can be dangerous in the city. Someone roll me a D100 to see if you get jumped in the elevator.
I got it.
You got it.
You're jumped by 71 mutants.
You are not jumped in the elevator.
Good. I think my flamethrower would be very bad in this tiny elevator.
Oh no, it's a pretty big elevator. Like 60 or 70 people could fit in this elevator.
Okay then.
Still probably not a great idea because it's a environmentally sealed box. You'd run out of oxygen pretty quick if you were blasting a flamethrower around. Well, actually, that wouldn't be a problem for you either, because you have a respirator with its own oxygen.
Yeah. And I presume the metal people don't breathe, so it's really only a problem for certain people.
The tech priests breathe. They still have lungs. Their lungs are just reinforced. The tech priests count as always having a gas mask on, and then they can also, if they wanted to, wear an actual gas mask. Anyways, you pick up the car from the PDF barracks, and then by car, it is only a 30-minute drive to get to we'll say here, and here is where you find the Underhive barricade and checkpoint. Your car is stopped by a PDF trooper who walks out of like one of those little checkpoint boxes that you see on the highway sometimes. He walks up to who's driving.
What's your drive,
You
Argyle?
pilot a spaceship.
My
I can
drive.
also pilot a spaceship. Yeah, what's your drive?
What is that based off of?
Agility.
My agility score is.
Oh, you can't. So you don't. I am trained in driving vehicles.
So is Argyle. Argyle's
Ah.
drive is 35.
Yeah.
Mine is 42.
Okay, so I'm obviously driving as the worst one.
Wait, can you drive too?
My drive is 40.
So I'm still better than you.
So are you?
She needs like 4 textbooks stacked one on top of the other just to see what the fucking there.
I'm not that short. How dare you?
Actually, that does raise a good point. Navigating an unfamiliar hive city is difficult. So technically,
I would let Rennick drive here. This is Rennick's hometown.
okay, then
Rennick knows
Rennick,
where we're going.
Rennick, you do not need to roll a drive check to navigate Lowtown to the barricade and checkpoint. So it is Rennick in the driver's seat when you get to the barricade. So it is Rennick who is stopped and it being talked to by this PDF trooper. It's pretty obvious from his rather stern demeanor and the many the like 3 chevrons on his uniform. This is a PDF sergeant. This is not his first time around the block. He walks up to the car window and gestures for you to roll it down.
Rennick has the biggest shit-eating grin as he rolls the window down on his legitimate business venture. He goes, "Good evening, officer. How are you on this fine evening?"
I was gonna say Atela's riding shotgun, right?
Tell us. I'm doing just peachy on this fine. He looks up at the next floor above them where there is artificial lighting coming down because the sun never sets in Lowtown ever. And says, I'm doing just fine. I'm on the 37th hour of my shift. What do you want, Rennick?
Listen, Jim, I know it's been a while, buddy, but this time, I swear to God, buddy, I've gone legit. Not like that time, but like legit. So here's the fun part. We're going downtown, not to Pound Town, to like the Undercity. And you're gonna let us go because it is, and I cannot stress this enough, actually fucking legit for us to do. We are sanctioned. I am. And he like takes his glasses down to the end of his nose and smiles and goes, "Official."
Okay. All right. Well, we'll. He's like
Placing it in
kind
your
of.
hand.
He's doing that cop thing that cops do where he's got like one arm inside your car kind of and he's like leaned down. So he looks past you, Rennick, to Arbitrator Atella and then back to you and says, legit, huh? So that's why you're in like that's why you've got a judge with you. And
Yeah.
looks into the back. About an army's worth of motherfuckers in tow.
Yeah. You know how you know it's legit? And she points at Atella and goes, "Would she let me drive if it wasn't legit?" I would be in cuffs. You know what it's like. She's got the little spindly kind. She's arrested me before. She's got my little spindly wrist cuffs in her pocket. She shows them to me all the time. But I'm allowed to drive because I am legit.
I don't know what he's talking about. All right. We'll entertain.
Check my arrest warrant. She's check my ticket. She's arrested me like 7 times, like 6.5, but we count it.
All right, we'll entertain this for a moment, Rennick. I'm gonna need to see your sanction then.
Rennick reaches into his pants pocket and then remembers he is actually on legitimate business and goes, "Can I have the rosette, boss?"
Can I have the There's a page on the tech priests have the dossiers because they have the data slates, but in your dossier for this assignment there is a like governor sanction for travel to the Underhive. So you'd actually have to ask one of the tech priests for it.
Yui, can I have the paperwork, please?
Well, since you said please.
Red takes it and turns like the please may I have the thing turns into, and he like unfurls it like ta-da! Legit.
He takes the
business.
he takes the data slate, reads the first page, flicks to the second page of the sanction, flicks back to the first page. Well, I'll be fucking damned.
I'm legit.
You're legit.
I'm legit. I got a job. I got paid.
All
If I
right.
live,
Well,
they'll pay me again. It's pretty sweet.
yeah. All right. He passes the data slate back to you, Rennick.
It passes it back to you, like over the shoulder.
All right. Well, you're legit, so I am gonna let you through, but I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to. You're gonna have to check your car in here. We can't let it through the checkpoint anymore. It's about a 4-hour drive down the down like the Central Spire Highway to get from where you are currently to where you need to be in the Underhive. On foot, it's about 7 days.
Jim, what the fuck, my guy?
I'm
I-
gonna make a point though.
Hmm.
Just this is player me talking to my fellow players. If we take this car, we're fucking dead.
Yeah.
Right?
If we
Like
take the police
we are
car,
taking
then
it in 100%.
even if we're not, we're gonna ride into the Undercity in a police car, essentially of a foreign government.
Yeah. Nah. We're dead.
Like, you know what? Honestly, you beat me to it, T. The cop says, I'm sorry, Rennick. It's a new ordinance passed down from up high. The last time we sent a police vehicle down into the Underhive, the Underhive Kings slaughtered the crew and turned the ground car into a tank. So,
that would be
Okay,
the
hear me out,
anymore.
buddy. I see your predicament. Can we do like a trade? Like I leave you this, you give me the fun car that can go down even further. Because we're colleagues now, really. Because I'm legit. So can't you help a colleague out,
well,
buddy?
I mean, there is a faster way down.
I
but
don't want you
it's-
to throw me off the side, Jim.
Well,
we've been
hold
through
on.
this, buddy. Come on.
Hold on. I'm not gonna throw you. You're gonna jump. And he points over to like a supply closet that his partner steps out of, and as the door opens and closes, you see that in the supply closet is a set of cherry Munitorum jump packs.
Yes, 100% yes.
Just a query. Hey, Jim, buddy, pal, Peter.
Rennick?
My understanding of jump packs is they're just for jumping, not so
Mhm.
much for the getting back.
Oh, no, so here's what we do actually, because we've sent a couple of cleaner squads down there this last week after this ordinance came down. We have a service elevator that goes most of the way down to the surface of the planet. So we go down in the elevator down to about 100 meters or so, and then you jump out at that point, and then when you need to come back up, you hit the emergency Vox on your jump pack, the elevator opens, and you jump back up to the elevator.
Looks at me and goes, "Hey, buddy, I know that my ass is great and everything, but I do not have 100-meter vertical leap, my dude."
That's what the
No,
jump pack's
the
for.
jump pack.
Oh.
It's got two uses. You use one to get down, you use one to get back up.
Oh, okay. I knew that. I was just testing you.
I knew that. Fucking.
Listen, I knew that. I was just asking the question for the people in the car that didn't know that.
Anyways, so those are your options, Rennick. You can walk the highway, or you can take the service elevator into jump pack.
Ray looks through the car and goes, This ass don't walk 7 days for no Undercity.
Yui's already left the car and is putting on a jump pack.
Yui,
Attila.
Yui is in the supply closet doing some mechanicum shit to this jump pack.
He's just gently bouncing up and down on the floor of the closet to see if he can make bouncy, 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 na na na.
It's just gonna lean forward in the car and go, well, Attila, you are our leader. It's up to you.
Well, they're a fresh batch sent to the planet from one of the local forge worlds. So, I don't know, probably about 70-30, honestly. They're pretty good. They might not be manufactured on planet, because we don't have the STCs here for jump packs, but they are made using Ultantix metal, so they're pretty high quality. The real issue is like not everybody's licensed. Oh, you don't need it, but it is recommended that you take the 3-month class before you use them.
1 moment. Okay.
Downloading.
I know kung fu, motherfuckers.
You know what?
I
Actually,
read the PDF.
I read the PDF. If the tech priest would like to, actually, you can make a tech use check at -30 to access the Nuosphere to download training for jump packs.
Fuck it, I'll give it a shot. -30. Yeah, no, I just got a bunch of furry porn.
I just
I didn't
got
know
a
what the
bunch
Eurosphere is.
I sent
you
all of my money to a Nigerian prince.
No, the two of you open up the Nuosphere, and there is a tech priest on the upper levels of the city who is looking at illicit felinid porn, and he's taking up all the bandwidth. Why do you need to see? Those are a real thing, by the way, in Warhammer. They don't get brought up a lot, but there are cat people in Warhammer 40k.
Well, I know
Yeah,
there's
they're
rat
canon.
people. I don't know. Because the rat people are good snipers, if I recall.
Oh, ratlings actually aren't rat people. They're just
Yeah.
short.
Yeah.
They're hobbits. They're literally hobbits. I don't know why they're called ratlings, because they're tiny. Anyways, has the group come to a consensus?
We jumping, right?
All right. There's 7 of you in the car? Well, there were 7 of you. Where did that tech priest is real quiet for a guy with metal feet.
He's real good at that. He is also legit.
Well, yeah, he's a tech priest, Rennick. They can't not be legit.
Huh.
You think they just let non-legit cog boys run around the city?
I don't know. I ain't no fucking tech priest checker.
Well, they don't. Well, they don't. All right. So hold on. Felinid guardsman. Oh no, M is correct actually. Here's what the models used to. The models really did used to just fucking look like humans, but with cat ears.
Those cannot be.
Were Felinids ever GW official? I don't know.
Bunny boy heads made in Poland or something.
Ugh.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got that when I was looking up the models, if there were models.
Anyways, all right, everybody, grab a jump pack from the closet and service elevators
Way
this
ahead of
way.
you.
All right. Service elevator is a bit of a slow ride, so we got time. Hey, arbitrator. You've been working with Rennick, right? How's he doing? Good. That's good. I'll be honest. Last time I saw Rennick, he was coming down with a crew. He was gonna run a job for one of the families in Lowtown, and well, obviously that crew ain't around anymore because you're with him. But it was a bit of a massacre. Kind of everybody. A little bit of PDF. We had another Arbites with us at the time. One of the rival families set up an ambush across the way. It was bad, honestly. I mean, if you were to tell me right now what Rennick looks like, could you? You need to make a yeah. It's kind of just a guy. Yes.
I have an ability. Hold on.
Rennick has unremarkable, so any test made to recall or describe information about him is made at -20.
I'm just a guy, you know?
Like Rennick really is just a guy.
But what a guy.
Yeah.
You're staring dead at Rennick and cannot describe him.
With 4 degrees of failure, the only thing you can confidently say you would remember about Rennick is that he wears glasses, but you're not entirely sure if that's a fashion thing or if he needs them. Rennick. Rennick, please make your intelligence check at -20.
My intelligence check is my intelligence check at -20.
Mm-hmm. You have dyed your hair so many times you do not remember what color your natural hair is.
Yeah, no, Rennick looks at us. Uh-huh. Like right now, or
Rennick taking the hat off. I'm bald right now because
too much dye.
because the Hero Forge model doesn't do hair under hats.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you guys like RP the whole thing. Just like let me know when you're done talking amongst each other, and we'll fast forward because.
Go, go, go.
All right. After about another 45 minutes, the service elevator comes to a stop, and when the door opens, one, you realize you aren't at a floor. You are at the very bottom of this elevator shaft that is suspended about 100 or so meters above the surface of the planet in like a hanging tower sort of fashion. So the doors open up and it's just empty space beneath you. On top of that, it's raining right now. Well, you are underneath an entire hive city whose recycling system is broken right now. So, bad shit. Don't open your mouth. Actually, on that note, when these doors open, who all has their breathing equipment in place?
Gotcha.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay. Everybody who has a respirator, that is the equipment that has an enclosed air supply, you do not need to make a check. Everybody wearing a gas mask, I believe. Let me just get down to the list of things. This takes a really long time. Fucking Christ. I wish this PDF were annotated better. Oh, okay. No, sorry, not a respirator, a rebreather. Anybody with a rebreather does not need to make a check. Everybody with a respirator or gas mask, please make a toughness check at plus 30. Tech priests. The two of you must also make your toughness check, but you guys get plus 20 for being tech priests.
Question.
Answer.
How long is it from here to where we're going?
You will be jumping directly onto the location.
Fuck.
Before I dole out punishment, would the two of you like to fate point?
Yeah, I think I would.
Yes.
I mean, Gaz literally can't roll worse, so.
Hey.
Are you fucked? God damn it.
Oh, hold right. 1 degree of failure is way better than 3. Alright, so everybody who succeeded, the stench of like rotting scum and unprocessed sewage does seep into your respirators, but you don't suffer any of the ill effects. Those of you wearing rebreathers, you are in a sealed environment, you don't smell anything. Rob, you take /roll. You take 1 point of damage that bypasses resistances.
Say it again. How many one? 1?
1 damage.
Stupid.
Okay.
Smell that fresh country air.
Indeed. At which point, now I need all of you jumping out of the elevator to make an agility test.
Oh no. Oh no.
No.
Well, if I had bones in my legs, they'd be broken.
Oh shit. Oops. Hold on. Agility. Just straight agility.
Just straight agility.
Woo! Let me fake point that bad boy. Please hold. Well,
No better. Al,
Hmm?
an agility test, please.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Fail.
5. And then I need 1 from Rob.
What do you need?
An agility test. Hey. All right. Those of you who succeeded, so Attila and Argyle, you pop your packs at the exact right moment, and you coast to a nice, steady, silent landing on top of the sludge works. Those of you who failed by fewer than 3 degrees of failure land safely, but it is loud, and well, it's loud. You are anybody who might be in the building are aware that you have landed.
Oops.
It looks like only Yarrick rolled 3 or worse. Yarrick, you land,
Mm-hmm.
and you roll your ankle on your landing,
Gross.
and you take some damage.
Do I take a permanent movement debuff?
No. I mean,
Okay.
not permanent. No.
Yeah, sorry. Permanent for like until I've had time to get my leg seen to or something.
I wasn't going to. I was just gonna
It
have
would
you.
make sense. I've rolled my fucking ankle.
I mean, sure. Then we'll cut the damage in half. We'll say it's 2 damage. And until you get a medical check done, you move at half speed.
Cool.
I mean, 4 damage for a rolled ankle would have been crazy.
That's true. But you're all on top of the sludge works. Sort of. Mm-hmm. Not on. Anybody who'd like to can make me an awareness test to see if there is a door on top of the sludge works.
I have quite good awareness. I mean, yeah, 2 point. That's all right.
I wouldn't
Suppose
trust
I've
me.
got the Auspex scanner as well.
I don't think I've ever seen a door.
All right. Does anybody have medicine, actually, now that I think about it? Does anybody have stims?
Yeah.
While you're not making this awareness test, you might want to pop a stim for Yarrick. Otherwise, Yarrick's going to be moving at half speed for the entire...
Only lasts 3d10 rounds.
3d10
And after that,
rounds?
this is what I have written next to my sim.
Is that accurate? Hold on.
Ignore negative effects from damage cannot be stunned last 3d10 rounds. Negative 20 to strength, toughness, and agility when it wears off.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I thought that lasted longer. Anyways, okay. Ishta, with 0 degrees of success, you find what looks to be some kind of emergency exit that can only be opened from the inside. However, Rennick and Rennick, with your more, like, I guess, knowledge of how the local architecture looks, you know that there's absolutely a way to get inside this building through, like, the air conditioning system. And Yui, you have the entire schematics of this building on your data slate because you have an Auspex. So, like,
But of course.
so, like, you know, like, every way into this building. The emergency exits, the main entrance, side entrances, the fucking sewer, the water pipes that are big enough for people to squeeze into, air conditioning systems, the works.
I would like to do that baller shit that people do in films sometimes, where they put their hand out and there's like a little hologram projector in their hand, and it puts a little hologram out in their hand.
Absolutely.
I'd like to do that with the schematic of the building, and just dot it with potential entryways and just say, take your pick.
Included in that hologram are 57 life forms. It's a big building.
I mean, we're not planning.
When
We're not planning on necessarily killing everyone, are we?
56 life forms.
Somebody stepped outside for a smoke.
Somebody
when-
stepped outside.
when Attila says make it last, you just hear like some butane going, just testing the end of her flamethrower that nothing happened in the jump pad or anything like that, and you know. Yeah.
The Underhive is a lawless wasteland of a cityscape whose primary factions are a massive gang known as the Underhive Kings and some stray mutant tribes. So there's a 1 in 3 chance these are mutants, and there's a 1 in 2 chance they're mutants. And then depending on which kind of mutants they are, they might have like different weird shit happening.
Listen. Everyone down here is scum. We are.
Says scum.
Says scum. We are gonna be scum.
What? No. Hold on. I'm going to. Hey, Kate, real quick, mark somewhere in Lowtown. Like, just ping anywhere in Lowtown.
There.
That's where Rennick lives.
Yeah. Listen, we're scum. We're just gonna act like scum. We walk in there like we're flashy, like we're interested, and people are gonna take interest. We don't want them to take interest. We want them to just be happy that we're scumming around. Like they're scumming around, right? Our job is just to find out what has happened and fix it, not necessarily start a war with the Undercity.
Prefer not to start a war.
Right, but just me, it's not everybody. So I'm just saying, let's just not. And he's gonna slowly turn and look at Ishtar, instantly murder everyone we don't like.
Ishtar voice, it's not about not liking them.
Yes.
It's that they've turned away from the light of the Emperor.
Exactly. It is our duty to smite all those who oppose the Emperor and who would besmirch his divine name.
Could we leave the?
And I really want to use this.
And I really want to.
I can almost guarantee you will, given our luck. But like, maybe not the janitor and the fucking.
I'm not the one who
Cave
killed
guy.
the janitor.
No, you
I
didn't
killed the young man who
guys.
was disrespectful to me. There's a difference.
Not everyone down here is going to be respectful. In fact, I would argue most people ain't going to be respectful because they don't know what respect means or how to spell it.
By this point, another 4 life forms have disappeared inside the building.
I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't trust it.
Yes, they're probably coming up here. Good. Where's the door? Let me aim.
I want to be clear. The life forms aren't moving, like, beyond, like,
Oh.
they're just disappearing.
Oh.
I mean, we could just stay
I
up here
blame you,
until
Em.
whenever it is killed everything.
Make it easier. Okay, let's start deleting things.
I mean, we could just stay up here until
This is all your fault.
What did Kate say? What did
We could just hide up here until whatever it is that is killing people finishes killing people. There's no shame. And then we sneak to do the thing we need
And
to
then
do.
we still have to kill it because it's likely at that point a mutant of some
I
kind.
would like, hold on,
that we
I
were
would like to
told to
point
kill.
out, for the court's records, that part of the job is to fix this place, something which only the tech priest can probably do, and they have sneak of about 15 apiece.
If that.
Y'all gotta get
This
me
is
fucking
this
killed.
is not a stealthy group.
Y'all
They
gonna get
have-
me fucking killed.
The life forms that are disappearing, are they disappearing in a way that appears to be random, or are they disappearing in like a particular pattern or direction?
Go ahead and give me 1 sec. Sorry, I needed some water.
It is very hot here.
Yeah. Okay. The first 6 that have vanished appear to have been random at a glance, but if you'd like, you may make a tech use test to refine the scan you have to
I
see if you
think
can
I will
get
do
more.
that.
Yeah, to see if you can get more details about the life forms. Because right now you just know that there's something in there. There are some things in there with heartbeats, and that's all the information you have.
Would I be able, since I know a little bit about heresy,
Hmm.
would I be able to guess it may be something that could just wink out life forms? Like, there's so many things. I don't know. I'm reaching for straws here.
I mean, you're welcome to try, but I don't think heresy. Yeah, go ahead.
I might be able to know, like, look around and maybe find, like, oh, it's mutants that worship this god, so it might have to do with this thing, or I don't know. We'll see. And then it's at -5 because I have -5 for all forbidden lore tests.
We love bad character synergy. Did Gaz die? No.
Enhance.
4 more things disappear.
You just yell "it hands" at your hand. It hands.
Yes.
0.9
Right.
degrees
So
of
that's
success.
well, that's -0.9 degrees,
Well, yeah.
but success nonetheless. Sorry for chewing in everyone's ear. You know that there are certain kinds of rituals that can be conducted that might open gateways that might suck people in, but you also know that those rituals would require a pretty significant mass sacrifice and would create like psychic residue that even like non-psychic human beings would be feeling, and you're not feeling that kind of psychic residue here.
Okay. So I'll relay that kind of to everybody. And just go, so likely not heresy the way we've dealt with it so far. Potentially more of the physical variety. Would question, Yui, darling, would that be that is showing all heartbeats and whatnot? Could it be some kind of, since there is a malfunction, some kind of malfunctioning? They don't call them droids in this universe.
A servitor.
Servitors?
Servitor. Yes. Some kind of malfunctioning servitor that's killing people within and also causing malfunctions. If it's only
Again.
showing heartbeats, but we're not seeing something with a heartbeat moving from the area to area where things are blinking out. It's a thought.
I cannot rule it out as a possibility. It is certainly possible. However, my scan is not very detailed.
Oh, it's very detailed, dear. Well done. Just pats Yui on the.
Oh, Yui. On 4 degrees of failure, you actually do refine your scan, just not of life forms. You now know exactly where the control room for the recycling center is.
Well, that's useful at least.
You
Are
also
there
know
many life forms in or near?
there are 7 life forms in the control room, and another 9 in the surrounding rooms.
Perhaps we should plot the most expedient entry point.
between Yui and I's combined successes, we should be able to do that, right?
The fastest way to get into the control room would actually just be to take one of the air conditioning vents and crawl through the vents directly to the control room, because the control room has its own, like, it's like an environmentally sealed room. So with the door shut, the only way in or out is the air filtration system.
Is the system big enough for our tech priest?
It'll
That's
be
true.
a
We do have to kill the beings anyway.
well. Again, you guys don't know if there's mutants in there or not.
I
That's true.
say we, if you all can fit, the control room is a good place to start. Is there a security room where we'd be able to get like cameras and things up, and that might also be a good place to start.
According to Yui's scan of the building, there is a security center in the very middle of the building. The building is set up in like a sort of panopticon setup, so the security is in the very center on like a raised platform. And when you're standing in the security center, you have windows that can see the entire facility.
Wow, Noctigan style.
Either would be a good start.
In the security room, Yui, there are 4 life forms.
Are they also stationary?
Mostly. They're moving back and forth very slightly. But that might be a flaw in your software, or it might actually be representing movement.
Can't guarantee its accuracy. Well, I believe I've presented all the information I can.
Yeah, Latella, what are we doing?
Kind of both. The control room, based on what you can see on Yui's map, a bit of a choke. So if you were to fix the problem, and that would draw the ire of anyone in the building, would all have to file in through like a single hallway. Whereas the security room would offer you a vantage point to see the entire facility except the control room.
Can we get from one to the other?
The security room, based on schematics, again, it's on like a raised platform. So you'd have to take like, it looks like a set of stairs down to the ground floor, and then a different set of stairs back up to the second floor in a different section of the building, and then it's about a 2-minute walk from there to the control. 5 more dots have gone. We started at 57, and then -1 would be 56, and then -4 would be 52, and then this is -5, so there's 40 currently. None of the ones that disappeared are the ones in the you're thinking about entering. In fact, it looks like now that more of them have disappeared, it looks like they're being cleared room by room from the back of the building, pushing forward to the control.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. You should have learned this on your lore heresy roll. Demons do not have heartbeats.
Mutants don't have heartbeats.
No. Any
Sorry, you cut out there again.
demons,
Oh.
like any from the warp, does not have a heartbeat.
And it could be robots, it could be demons, it could be demon robots. Who knows?
I don't think he gave us danger claim.
Yes, I've read in the papers.
What was it?
I said I don't think he offered us extra danger pay for this one.
I don't think he offered us. No, actually, your bonus pay is based on the number of mutants you kill.
Oh.
Yeah, we gotta go.
No.
Fucking great, they're holding us
I
up.
mean,
Why are we
to
doing
be
to kill
fair,
everybody?
they can't confirm who killed what. As long as we get tokens from everybody, we'll be fine.
Yep, let's go.
All right. You enter the vents. Normally, I would require some kind of roll for navigating these vents, but Yui does have a very precise map currently, so that is not necessary. So it takes you about. Who's going first, actually? Because you can't. This is like a single person wide, so someone has to be going first. Oh.
Yarick can, or do we want two other? Yui has the directions. I have the flamethrower.
No. Al volunteered.
Okay.
No,
No?
T's got a point.
I was just
It's probably Ishtar and then Yarrick. And then
No,
Yui?
it's probably the person with the map out in front and also the flamethrower.
Okay. After about 4 or so minutes, during which another 5 blips have disappeared,
concerning.
you arrive at the grate that leads into the security room. The grate does obscure your vision a little bit, Ishta, so I am going to need an awareness test from you to determine the identity of the creatures in the security room. They look human.
Okay, I know enough about physics that says if I set this flamethrower off through the vent, there's going to be some backsplash because that's not how flamethrowers work.
Yeah, absolutely. Do not set it off through the vent. You're gonna have to open the vent first. at the angle you're coming at from, also, you can only hit 2 of the creatures. It does, however,
Mhm.
but you might be able to, with some clever throwing, hit them all with a grenade.
I don't have a grenade, and I also don't know if I can open the vent. It would require doing some technical things, which I'm not very good at. Wouldn't it? I would have
He's
just...
got very
Excuse
I
me.
thought... Oh, yeah, I thought this was... Okay.
seen in Ghost, but with you.
I could use my servo arm to open it.
Oh yeah, Argyle's servo arm can stretch like, I think it's almost 2 meters.
Yeah.
So Argyle can just stretch his servo arm, his massive. You got the utility arm, right?
I do.
So that's like one like mechanical tentacle that ends in a set of 2 like mechanical pincers.
Yeah.
So like Argyle, give me a strength test with your +20 from your arm.
Are you fucking kidding me? All right, I'm gonna fate point this because it feels ridiculous that my big old arm can't open it. Yeah, fuck yeah, hell yeah.
There we go.
Argyle, you sit there, Ishta. You're trying to figure out the best way to get your flamethrower in position, and also maybe like kick open the vent or something. When Argyle's fucking massive mechanical clampers snake past you, grip onto the vent, and just crush it into scrap metal.
I think
Ooh.
Built
Alright.
different.
Barbecue!
Barbecue! Yeah, go ahead and roll me damage. I'll see if these things dodge.
Where the fuck is my flame? Damage. 7.
The first one fails, and the second one also fails. So you hit them with this stream of concentrated, ignited promethium. It splashes across their bodies, envelops them in this whoosh of I guess fiery hot fire. Fucking look at me, I'm a poet. But they are not dead. It's warm in there. Oh yeah, also you're all in like a giant metal tube with a flamethrower that just went off. So it doesn't hurt you all, but it is uncomfortably hot all of a sudden. I need everybody to pretty please roll initiative. I don't have like a full map for this, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a blank one. We're gonna go copy. We're gonna go paste. That was Gaz. Okay, there we go.
I was right.
Oof, yikes, no, I just realised I rolled a 1 there. That's brutal.
Yeah, you did. Good
I
God.
was like, oh, 4, that's respectable, but like, yeah, +3.
Oh, you might have to physically add that. I think yours is technically on the other page. Gaz.
Oh, did I not bring everybody?
Hmm.
The Gaz's turn roll didn't come over because I think it's technically rolled before we changed pages. I think you snuck it in there.
Gaz is on there.
I don't see it.
Gaz is not on there.
I see Gaz. I see Yui.
Huh.
I don't.
Okay. Well, here, I will delete Yui off my end, and we will re-add Yui.
Hmm. Yeah, there we
There
go.
we go. Yeah.
4.
Weird.
Okay.
perfect.
All of you. I don't know why this is green. I did tell that to be. Hold on. I'm gonna put all of you on the map layer real quick, so I can change the color of this silly shape to black. Thank you. And then we put that on the map layer, and then we go to the map layer and bring all of you back to the token layer. All right. And then robot. There are 2. Nope, not what I wanted to do. I'm using a robot token. They are servitors, though. The group of you. So we know that Ishta's in front. We know that Yui is behind Ishta. Who is behind Yui? Payday is not here.
Yarrick, I would assume.
All right, Yarrick. Who's behind Yarrick? Well, actually, Argyle has to be behind Yarrick in order to have reached to forward.
Hmm.
So, and then Atella bringing up the back. Awesome.
And
Okay.
there's somewhere also.
And Payday's T-posing on the roof. Okay, and then real quick, that color. We've got a control panel or a cogitator here with a bunch of like screens on it. A smaller cogitator here and here. And boom. Okay. So Ishta, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, we're doing this on the fly. / roll 1d10 plus 2. Servitors go on 10. Descending order. You are first.
Yes,
you
I
are.
am.
We're actually going to move the whole crew very slightly over because you're just entering the room. You are currently about 3 meters off the ground in a vent.
Well, let's get out of the vent so that I can let my friends through.
Are you climbing down or are you jumping down?
No, I would have to climb down with these old knees. I couldn't last that jump and kill me.
All right. Go ahead and give me a climb check. Because I'm pretty sure that's actually a skill.
It is. What would the jump and down skill be?
It would be a flat agility test to not take damage. You would be taking, I think it's a D5 per meter you fall.
I guess I'm climbing down. It's oh boy, there ain't no fucking way. Goodbye, y'all. Oh my god! Holy
Ishta,
shit!
Ishta, the will of the God Emperor infuses your body, and you clamber down this wall, and you are now here. That was a half action. You may perform an action if you would like.
I'm actually going. Where is my fucking move speed on this character sheet?
It's down near your initiative.
Okay, so I can do a half move,
Yeah.
and where's my? Three squares. So I'm actually just gonna move to get out of the way.
Okay. Okay. Yarick.
Would the grappling hook help with this, or would it be too loud?
Your grappling hook doesn't really make any noise. You could absolutely, you could step around Yui to the entrance and then grappling hook it pretty much anywhere in the room.
Right. I can't do anything this turn because I can't get around Yui. You said this tube was wide enough for one person.
I mean, Yui could, lay down and you could walk over him.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Then I'll use the grappling hook to get down, I guess.
Okay. Yarick is out of the... See, it's a move to move over Yui and a grappling hook, so yeah. That would be two half actions there. Servitors. Servitors you lit on fire, Ishta,
Mm-hmm.
are going to go... Hold on. They have a charge of 6. So they cannot reach you. So this servitor is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a sprint. This one is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a sprint. These two have not been hurt, so they are going to go 1, 2, and 1, 2. And it is Atella's turn. Mm-hmm. Okay. I am also going to... I'm going to put a little green freehand thing here. This is the exit of the... Okay. Argyle, then. Your turn.
I guess I'll drop down.
Well, Argyle, you actually have an extra option in this situation because your clamping claws can be used to hold you in place in the air. So if you wanted to, you could clamp onto the wall and then just kind of hover outside of the thing.
I would love to do that. I was actually wondering if I could do that.
Yeah. That's not even a thing you need to do a check for. What's your movement, Argyle?
My movement is... where's my movement?
It's
right above your initiative. It's at the very bottom.
Full move is 6.
Okay, half move is 3 then. So it will be both of your actions to move to the move past Yui and then to clamp yourself to the wall.
Okay.
So you will end your turn right there, hovering in the air.
I am Doc-ocking it.
Yeah. Rennick.
I'll come to wherever the very outer edge are. If I stop in the mouth of this pipe, does that lock Atella behind me or no?
No, but it would make climbing down more difficult.
That's fine. He's gonna head to use half my movement to get there, and then use the other half to take a shot at this boy right here.
I will tell you.
Yeah.
We will move you. You are now here. This guy right here
Yeah.
has -50 to hit him right now because he sprinted and he's technically in melee.
Okay, so this one up here is a much better shot then.
That guy has -20 because he also sprinted.
How's this one looking?
That one just walked. That's a good shot.
Excellent. Okay. So I will shoot the one that has not actively sprinted this turn, please.
Excellent.
I'm going to use the my new auto gun. Let's try that.
Oh, okay.
No aim.
No aim.
This is at. Hold on, please wait. So normal is within 45 meters. He was what, 15?
Yeah, so you're in you're in close range.
So short range.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you actually can't shoot your auto gun at this distance, I don't think.
How come?
Your auto gun. Does your auto? Hold on. Give me a second to confirm. Sorry, I gotta scroll through all this nonsense every time I want to do anything.
Not helpful. It doesn't say I can't. Or if it does, I don't see where it says I can.
So you have an auto gun. Oh, okay. It does have a single shot. Sorry, you have it written down as 0, 3, 10 on your rate of fire.
Oh, it needs to be 1, 3, 10.
Yes. There we go.
Gotcha. Nope, not 11. Just 1. Thank you so much. Okay. So standard. No modifier. I don't get a modifier from being higher than him, do I?
Sure, you can take a +10 for that.
Right. Yeah.
Well. Okay, so he's gonna get a dodge, but they're not very good at it, so this probably goes through. This goes through. Go ahead and roll damage. All right. So let me just real quick. That's that much. That's that much. Unfortunately, 7 with 0 pen does not hurt it through its robotic modifications.
Okay. That's me though.
Yui.
Yui.
You have a mind impulse unit, right?
Yes, I do.
These servitors are eligible for MIU integration.
Mm,
So if you want to, you could try and take control of one of them.
I believe I will do that.
Give me a tech use test with the +10 from your mind impulse unit.
With the +10. Oh.
Well, unfortunately, that did not take hold, but that's only a half action. So if you want to get out of the thingy, you can.
Yeah, that might do. Actually, oh no, I'm a step away from the opening, aren't I? So I couldn't just open fire. I'd need to. Yeah, I think I could only move. Do you say how far a drop was it to the floor?
It's 3 meters to the floor.
3 meters. Okay.
So if
Does a
you
drop
were
count as movement? I'm just wondering, like, if I could get to like here, for cover, basically.
you would have to move 1 meter into Rennick space. Dropping doesn't count. But you'd only be able to make a half move.
Oh yeah, of course, because it was a half action. I'll drop down and sort of stand in front of Rennick, I guess.
Okay, just so we're clear,
Provide cover.
you're dropping, not climbing.
Oh yeah, I just had new knees installed. I'll be fine.
Cool. Please make an agility test for me.
I'll be just fine.
No.
This fate point right here says I'll be just fine.
Yeah, you're just fine. You hit the ground, you bend your knees just right, you get that sick hero landing.
Prince of Persia, that shit. Sands of time, baby.
Which, but again, metal feet, loud as fuck. It's like hitting a fucking. It's like someone hit like a set of cymbals with like a gun.
We've already fired.
Oh, yeah,
the auto gun already gave us away.
The auto gun has a silencer on it.
Oh.
I was counting on making an entrance.
Before we get to the top of the round, Atella. I'm actually gonna move you because you held your turn, so you are now after Yui. It is. Would you like to do anything? So yeah, you could get to the entrance and jump down, or climb down. From no. So only the square Rennick is in is one with visibility.
Yeah, remember, Rennick is still in the vent. You have to climb over Rennick.
Or jump. Or fall. It would be an agility test. Well, I guess technically the jump would be a strength test. The agility test would be to not break your legs when you hit the ground. All right. Go ahead and give me that sweet strength test. Nope. Well, you do kind of beef the jump. However, that does not discount you from getting your agility test. It just makes it harder. So go ahead and roll agility with -10. Ow. All right. So that's going to be 3d5. You take 11 damage, but your toughness does qualify. So 11 minus toughness. And you're prone. You're not prone anymore. Ishta.
So I've got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
How wide is my cone?
It does not say, but I think what we agreed on in the last game was, I think it was 30 degrees.
So if I were to,
So it's like
if I were to
like this.
sidestep here,
Um,
I
well, hold
can
on.
maybe get 3 out of 4. I'm hoping I can get that.
Snap
This
to
guy.
center.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I think you'll get 3 out of 4 here, but you're not gonna get him.
Yeah, that little bastard.
However,
Mm-hmm.
you are using a ranged weapon in melee combat, which means that this guy is going to. He's not going to get an attack of opportunity, but he is going to give all of them. I think it's plus 20 to their dodge test. Because he's got you locked in melee and he's fucking with your ability to aim.
Even though I don't have to aim.
Even though you don't have to aim. Normally, shooting a gun in melee combat is minus 20 to your hit, but because your weapon forces dodge, it's plus 20 to dodge.
Really should be minus 20 for him getting a flamethrower full in the face.
I mean, the easiest place to dodge a flamethrower is the moment of the flame starting. That's where it's the tightest.
True. If I jam it in his midsection and pull the trigger, though. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll sidestep and then I'll fire that bad boy off.
All right, so we've got.
So let me roll my damage.
We've got 3 dodge tests to make. The number for them to beat is, let's see, it's normally 17. So number to beat is 37. So the guy directly in front of you dodges. Blip. The guy by the small computer fails. The guy by the big computer fails. So that guy takes that much damage. That guy takes that much damage.
They now will have equal health again because I've hit them all once.
The small computer is melted. Yarick.
Mm-hmm.
It is your turn.
The Storm Bolter is a very powerful gun, isn't it?
Yes.
Cool. Can I shoot this guy with it?
Yes.
I will give that a try then. Half aim.
1 second. You have a Storm Bolter.
Mm-hmm.
It would probably be. I don't want to like make you do a thing, obviously, but it would probably be better to semi-auto fire. You would still get the plus 10 to hit, but you'd have higher potential damage.
Okay.
So no aim.
Yeah. Short, I think.
Absolutely.
Semi-auto. No modifier.
No modifier. All right, you hit twice. He does have a dodge, but he's not likely to succeed. He does not succeed. Go ahead and roll damage for me twice.
Man, I don't understand how that works.
Which bit?
Twice, because it's 1.1. Don't worry about it.
Well, this guy is just fucking gone. Oh, is there not a way to do... Tearing? Oh, they aren't tearing. Okay. Yeah, no, Yarrick, you pull your Stormbolter up. You let loose a blaze of bolt fire, and this guy fucking explodes.
Hey, we figured out how to get Yarrick to kill somebody.
Nice.
Servitor's turn. Alrighty. The one hitting Ishta is gonna actually try to hit Ishta with its one of its arms is has been replaced with what looks to be like a almost like a forklift's fork, I guess.
Oh, ah.
And it hits. Would you like to try to dodge?
Fucking spatula, man. My god, I've played this horror game. It was a weird one. Yes, I would like to dodge, please and thank you. Whether I'm going to dodge or not doesn't... let's see. Nope. You know what? I'm a fate point that.
Oh, hit going for that 16%.
You know what? You're right. You're right. No. I must trust in the Emperor.
Uh-huh.
It's not that.
It's not as bad.
You take 8 points of damage to your torso.
Okay, so 3 points of damage. Yeah.
Whomp. Oh,
Oh.
and I need you to make a strength test.
Oh, well.
Or be knocked prone.
Just knocked an old woman over.
You are knocked prone. And then this guy who's over here is gonna go 1, 2, fucking 1, 2 to there. 1, 2 to there. And these two are going to, this one is going to shoot Yui with its nail gun. And miss. And then this one is going to shoot Rennick with its nail gun.
Rude.
And miss.
Less rude, but I still don't appreciate the effort.
And then the dead one is going to explode. Is anybody within 4?
I guess me.
Why am I on corners? Snap to center. Hold on. 3, 4. That's 5. That's 3. That's 4. 5. Rennick, you're up in the vent, so you get hit by this. But Atella, Yui, Ishta, and the other bot, you all take 1d10. You all get a dodge actually,
I don't.
except Ishta because Ishta's on the ground.
And I already used it. Yeah. Oh, shit.
So Yui and Atella.
Bad dodge.
And then
Bad, not good.
the robot gets one, which he fails. So you all take 'If you can move out of 4 meters. Is that still okay? You're out of 4 meters. Okay. You all, Yui and Ishta and Robot and Servitor all take 8 points of damage. With no armor piercing, so it is reduced by armor and stuff.
Ooh, okay.
So that's gonna be plus.
Was that just to the body, or
Yeah, to the body.
okay? Oh, so, yeah, right. So that's 1, I guess, in my case.
And that is now gone. And it is now Argyle's turn.
Can I shoot from this position that I'm in?
Yeah, you got both your arms free.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna shoot this fella over here.
Cool. With what gun?
My gun, my Ultantix pattern long las rifle.
Awesome. Okay. Are you taking a half aim first?
Yeah.
Awesome. So because it's accurate, that actually gives you an additional plus 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the range of it? I didn't check that before.
You're in short range.
Fuck. All right. Well.
Unfortunately, it is a new weapon, and you don't quite have the scope sighted in properly. You spent all your downtime in the hospital
It's true.
because you had an arm grafted to your body, so it's still working out the kinks.
Yeah.
Horenic.
Four. And I can now do. Let's go ahead. Do semi-auto. Semi-auto is a half move, I think. Yes.
It's full move.
It's a full move. Okay.
Yeah.
So no aim. Short range. Semi-auto. Still plus 10 for being higher.
Yep.
Plus 10.
Oh, I guess I should have gotten that too, but it wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah,
All
this
right.
guy.
What is your semi-auto rate?
It's only 3.
So that's 3 hits.
Oh no. Do the right way. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so that 9 is actually going to do 2 damage, and then the 11 is going to do 4 damage, which is just enough to kill this guy.
Excellent.
So yeah, you take a quick, concise, controlled burst of auto gunfire. All 3 shots land, and the machine crumples. Yui.
Yuri is going to say, "Excuse me while I whip this out and get the las gun trained on the furthest robot away here." We think with the las gun, is there a semi-auto option for that?
There is.
Yeah.
Oh right,
So
you
I get-
upgraded
yes,
from a carbine to a proper las gun.
Yeah, I got a proper old las gun.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna just kind of open fire at him with one hand, and with the other half of my action, I guess I would like to try and redo that command control over the guy that's closest to me.
So you're shooting a single shot at this guy?
Oh yeah, because semi-auto is like a full
It's a full action.
turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll take a pot shot at that guy, and look at the other guy and just say, "Please submit to control and questioning."
Okay. Go ahead and give me your shot first.
Is that let's see, is that short range?
Yep.
Yeah. Standard modifiers.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Technically.
Yeah. I am technically correct. The best kind of correct.
All right, that's gonna do 2 damage after armor and toughness. And then go ahead and give me the tech use test to take control of the robot about to turn Ishta into a pancake.
I've got enough points in it that it's basically a coin toss, so hey.
Hey! You reach out with your mind, you install the order, cease and submit for, what was it, questioning?
Control and questioning.
Control and questioning. And the servitor straightens up and is suddenly standing like perfectly, like eerily straight in that way that only servitors under direct control ever do. And it takes a step back.
Thank you, dearie.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna let you, as a free action, if you want, you can give this thing a command before your turn is over.
I'm just gonna look down the barrel of the las gun that's still pointed at the other guy and say, "Deactivate him, please."
Atella. Mm-hmm. The cogitator is fairly large. It's not like a standard setup in real life where there's like a desk and a chair. You're supposed to stand at this computer to use it. However, as you approach this wall, which isn't actually a wall, it's a window, you do have a very good view of the facility surrounding you. There are no mutants that you can see, but there are just so many servitors that are just bumbling around, not doing what they should be doing. It doesn't sound like any of them have heard anything, though. And considering that Yarrick just fired a bolt gun, allows you to pretty safely assume that the room you're in is soundproof. Give me an awareness test with plus 10, because you're up here in the panopticon, and its whole purpose is being able to see things good. Well, with 2 degrees of success, you do still get... With 2 degrees of failure, my bad, you do still get slight information. Along one of the walls on the eastern side of the room, so the side you're looking toward, there is what appears to be a lasgun burn, but rather than being rather than being the standard kind of vaguely reddish glow that lasgun burns usually leave behind, it's kind of green. Yeah. Well, it's like the eastern wall. It's not on the map. It's like the far side of the facility. There's just like a section of the wall on the far side of the facility that looks like it was shot with a laser weapon that left behind green residue.
Does that mean anything to Atella?
It does mean that whatever did that was not Imperium. Imperial laser weapons shoot red. End of story. No. Okay. Why would it explode? That guy's the one that got mind controlled. This is the one that's gonna explode.
Can I tech use that bad boy?
It is your turn, but you do have a data slate which does have a slight wireless connection. So I will let you perform tech use, but it'll be at -10.
Okay.
This is going to be weird. What if I give Argyle my turn?
I'm not sure how you would do that.
I don't know either. I gotta do it now! Can do a command test.
I mean, Argyle, roll tech use with -10. Argyle, you pull out your data slate. Little tippity taps. You bring up a wireless view of the machinery in the area. You see the malfunctioning servitor. You see that it has initiated meltdown protocols, and it is a quick tip, 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 tap, beep, and the meltdown protocols are canceled.
He's not gonna blow up. You can all relax.
Ishta, your turn now.
How much is it to get up?
It's a half action to stand.
Okay. I'm going to flame this motherfucker.
Okay.
I've already fucked this console. I'm intentionally not gonna hit this console.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just gonna, yeah. Rather use up my last flame charge now and then swap out, rather than having to swap out in the middle of the next fight.
Go ahead and roll damage for me, and I'll get that dodge next.
It will fucking roll at any point. There we go. 8. Piercing 3.
Ha! He does not dodge. So that's 8, piercing 3. So that's a toughness of 4 and an armor of 3. So that's 8. That's 4 damage. So +4, which does get him to his 10 wounds. So he goes into meltdown as well. But he's not near anything important, so he just pops. The other one is already dead, so it's not only is it dead, but Argyle has control of it, kind of. Not the same degree of control that Yui has of his, but like Argyle could just turn the meltdown back off. Anyways, so that one's gone. You solved my robot puzzle.
We solved the puzzle by destroying the puzzle with the hammer. We melted the
the
pieces
Guardian
together
knot.
and called it art.
Called it art. Yeah. That is a that is a it is a cogitator set up to control the eastern half of the base. It opens and closes doors and also locks them.
Well,
It's fairly safe to assume that this console opened and closed doors on the west half. The west half.
ah. What's the big console do?
I don't know. Someone's gonna have to walk over to it. Someone with a brain's gonna have to walk over to it.
Of course, that is me. If no one else will.
Ishta, you walk up to the computer, and it is a what's your intelligence? Just a
My intelligence.
yes.
If I can read this, it's the thing on top.
No, it's the thing beneath it.
It's the thing beneath it. Right. I fucking hate this thing. 38.
38. Okay. You're pretty decently intelligent for like a human being in the 41st millennia. This massively complicated cogitator that, as far as you can tell, has like 8 or 9 functions, along with like 3 dozen computer scripts.
Yui?
Unlike
Yui,
Yui's gonna
dear.
turn.
this one didn't have any screens on it. It was just a list. It was like a solid panel of buttons that were all labeled with the door they opened. So like this one can be operated by a monkey. This one requires like training.
Yui's gonna turn to the servitor that he's taken over and just say, "Come with me, please," and walk up to the panel.
Argyle, are you also going over to the computer?
Yes.
Okay. Argyle also arrives at the computer.
Yui's gonna turn to the servitor and sort of gesture to the panel and say, "Please provide us with an audio-visual record of the last 48 hours."
Psh, psh. Visual files dashed in combat, providing audio systems, and then plays is what sounds to everybody like 2 days worth of these 4 servitors walking back and forth in place.
Well, that was useful.
Like you just hear clank, clank, clank,
Can you?
clank, 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 as all 4 of them take like 3 steps in perfect unison, rotate, and then take 3 steps in perfect unison, and just keep doing that for 48 hours.
Yui, dear. This might be a stupid question, but can what I did be fixed?
Can what I did be fixed? Fucking.
Is this a specific incident or more of a philosophical question?
The computer, dear.
Oh, I see.
Yui, Yui and Argyle, both of you, please give me flat intelligence checks at +50.
+50.
+50.
I'm
Are you
wicked smart.
You
Oh my
fucking
god!
idiot.
Are you gonna hold the tree of success?
Argyle, with 0 degrees of success, you know that a computer lit on fire with promethium is entirely unsalvageable.
Great.
Promethium burns at 3 times the heat of the sun. Yui, with 5 degrees of success, you know that that is not a computer. That is a pile of melted plastic, and it ceased to be a computer as soon as Ishta pulled the trigger.
I explain as such.
And I'm very sorry.
I explained the worst.
I explained the two of them
That's
just
all.
talking.
We all make mistakes.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, some of us make more mistakes than others.
Excuse me, Yui.
Statistically speaking.
Okay.
Talk about mistakes.
Argyle and Yui, your data slates connected to your auspex light up with movement. All of the blips on the east side of the facility, which were previously moving simply back and forth in place, just start to wander aimlessly through the facility as all of the doors that were closed open, and all of the doors that were open close. Okay. At this point, other than the 4 you've killed, 10 more blips have disappeared. The
This
west
side?
side.
It's just gonna come over and see what she can see out the window.
Cool. Give me awareness +10. One degree of success. Ishta, you see a bunch of, you see like 7 rogue servitors just kind of milling about in the area beneath the panopticon. They like bump into each other and then rotate like a Roomba and then walk until they bump into something else. but in the distance, on the far side of the room, right as you're turning away and thinking that nothing important is happening, you see just the slightest flash of green, and then it's gone.
I'm going to point this out loudly. I'll point to where it was.
Atella, after about a minute or so of standing and watching, you see another flash of green. And at the exact same time this flash of green happens, another blip disappears from Yui's data sleep.
Something's killing servitors.
While that's happening, while you're watching, Yui and Argyle, what are you doing with the computer?
Attempting to salvage anything.
Sure. We'll do the same thing we did last time while the two of you work together. So, Yui, go ahead and give me tech use with plus 20 from Argyle's help.
Oh, shit.
A bloody boom.
Argyle, remind me, Argyle, Yui, you guys have like a thing as a tech priest. It's like how R2-D2 has that stick that comes out that plugs into walls and shit. You guys have something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
where
sure, yeah.
It's
where
my
does
pee.
Shut the fuck up, Argyle. Where and what do those look like for the two of you?
Yeah.
It's not your penis.
Well, no, it's I would
Like-
so I would say that, like, you know how Inspector Gadget, like, his finger flips open and like the little tweezers and shit come out, or like the lock picking device. I
Mhm.
think it is. It's that, but not lock picking device. It's like a data stick or whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
So I stick my finger in there.
Argyle?
Mine is just a straight up
Or not Argyle,
Robocop
Yui.
spike.
RoboCop spike. Okay.
It's just a yeah.
Where does it go?
I mean, if you look in chat, M.
Oh, hold on, I gotta check that post out. Oh, cool.
The two of you jack into this computer, and Yarrick and Rennick, because you two aren't really doing anything at this moment, you just watch as like all 24 computer screens light up and start to just, like, every half second they flash from program to program to program to program as the two of your tech priests download essentially the last year's worth of data from this machine. And when the two of you are done, you have everything. You've got security cameras, you've got audio files, you've got the fucking lunch schedule for the workers, including something very strange. There are no listed malfunctions in this facility.
So what's causing the servitors to just stop?
They've been told to.
Yeah.
It's only a malfunction if you're doing something you're not supposed to do.
Very astute.
Rennick has literally been sat while everyone else has been talking. He's just been moving between the three windows at the front, just watching the servitors go backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards.
Yeah. So it's just gonna point. Oh, go ahead.
So watching that just while everyone else is doing everything else. From what you're saying, it's like they're just on a loop. If Rennick starts counting, how long is that loop?
Every servitor in the room walks 3 steps, turns, walks another 3 steps, and then turns and walks another 3 steps, forming an almost perfect triangle. The only time they don't do that is if somehow they bump into each other, at which point they restart their triangle.
So from the depths of his coat pocket, Rennick has beautiful minded out on the window the route of 3 or 4 of the servitors that he can see outside this window, and then waits for a lull in the conversation, and then goes, "Hey, just checking. Are triangles heretical?"
I can think. Hold
Uh,
on.
Ishta,
Yeah.
do you look over at the window Rennick has beautiful minded on?
Oh yeah.
Give me a heresy check. Plus 20.
So plus 20, so plus 15.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fate point that. It's my last fate point of the night. Come on. No.
Oh,
Does it have to be forbidden lore?
Yeah, that's the only way to know
No,
anything
for-
about heresy. Heresy is a forbidden lore.
Yeah. Rennick's gonna take out his handy dandy what the fuck is it called? His handy dandy pict recorder, which I bought last time, and it's going to record them on their routes and also the picture he's drawn.
Ishta, you look at what Rennick has drawn on this window, and you know it. You know what Rennick is drawing, but as soon as you are about to recall the information, as soon as you are about to bring it up in your mind to speak it to your allies, you're struck with a bout of tinnitus. You've never had tinnitus. In fact, you're old. You're old, but your hearing is fine. But all of a sudden, it's just ringing in your left ear. And then about a half a second after that, everybody else gets it too. I mean, you've been around gunfire your whole life, so you kind of know what tinnitus sounds like. But it's different. It's like it's like your usual tinnitus, but cranked up to 11, and it's a slightly different note than usual.
Hey God, Rennick's gonna pop his microbead communicator out of his ear.
Mm-hmm.
Does that fix it?
No, it gets
Okay.
worse.
He's gonna put it back in.
you would like to take the audio-visual data that we just got from the computer and scan it for the frequency that's currently happening
Absolutely.
to see if it's happened before.
Argyle, are you assisting with that?
Sorry, what was the question?
Are you assisting with Yui's scan?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead and take your plus 20, Yui.
I got an old beam to lend me a hand. Marvelous.
Yeah, the two of you do find that frequency, but not listed as an audio file. You find it listed as a psychological profile, a mental, almost a bout of mental illness that struck this facility about a week ago, which is in line with when you which is in line with when your dossier says the facility stopped functioning.
I don't wish to be dramatic, but try not to pay attention to that sound.
So
Pull out his stomach, which deadens sounds. I'm trying really hard to find the stupid actual
well,
thing in the book, which I can't.
No, yeah,
Well,
it gives you plus 30 to your like stealth test because it makes your sounds go down.
So presumably it makes the sounds go down in the area that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
So if I hit the stomach and then everyone is in my vicinity, they will also experience the dampened soundness.
Mm-hmm.
So when he's like, we should not listen to that, when it's just gonna go, I bet, and pop it. And then
It does not
for
affect
everyone.
the sound.
God damn it.
I will point to where we've seen the green and about how long ago that was. Are there security cameras on those areas? Can we look to find what is causing that green flash? If we have security cameras.
You do have security camera access. You guys have been rolling pretty good on that, so I'm not going to make you roll on this one. At this point, Yui and Argyle, as you are scanning through the cameras, you realize that almost like the town you were back in when you were heading to the mine, the cameras have been tampered with. You have data from the last week, but that data is actually just a repeat of day 8. When you you can see on the cameras before then that some of the workers were kind of unsettled. Quite a few of them were looking around a lot more than you think they should, considering that they work in an area where there's where like wildlife can't exist. You know, a lot of people who were looking around at like the way someone might if there were bugs. And then on day 7, as far as you can tell, the workers showed up to work, they did their jobs, they clocked out, and then after that, every day is just a repeat of that day.
My monoculars over and point them at where Ishta and Co are looking. These give readouts that detect heat. They do all kinds of fun calculations and crap. If I look down my binoculars towards where the green flashes were, and I wait for the next one, presumably, what is it that I'm seeing?
You are absolutely seeing the discharge of a energy weapon that you cannot identify.
But it's definitely an energy weapon. It's not anything else.
Yes.
Am I seeing the heat of the person firing it?
No. You see through your magnoculars is a burst of heat from the weapon discharge, and then the heat trail through the air of the weapon's blast, but there is no heat from the weapon itself or whatever is holding it. And at this point, it is starting to get uncomfortably hot in the Panopticon. It's getting hot. Yes, like Yarick, you're wearing an all leather bodysuit. You're starting to get squeaky.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, you are in a water recycling facility, and any amount of large machinery working is going to, like, generate heat, but all of the machinery is, like, pretty far away from the panopticon, and it's also not turned on.
Look down, like put his face to the window like a touristy child at the Space Needle, and look down to try and see underneath where they're at.
Give me an awareness test.
Yeah. I'm gonna fake point that. Ah, fucking. What are the chances of rolling 92 twice in a row?
1 in 1,000?
That is fucking stupid.
Rennick, I should actually, hold on, I should put something, I have to draw something real fast because I'm silly and forgot about it. Right here. Is where the stairs to get out of the panopticon are. Anyways, Rennick, as you press your face against the glass, you see, for just the briefest, splittest of a second, like such a short amount of time that if the rest of what was happening wasn't happening, you would absolutely write it off as a trick of the mind. You see, vanishing underneath the panopticon, the very tip of a winged, or of a feathered wing. And at this point, you all start to hear what sounds like bugs in the walls. Scuttling. Thousands upon thousands of tiny, tiny feet scuttling right underneath the surface of the metal of the panopticon. Underneath your feet, in the walls, over your head, inside the computer.
Can I suggest that's a really good place to leave it because I have to drive early tomorrow and it is late.
Okay. Okay. I don't like that. Fucking. No, it's okay. You guys are right. That's a good spot. It's a good spot. You guys are just gonna have to sit on bugs for 2 weeks.
Ew. Didn't need that, buddy.
It's all right. Don't forget, next
Maggots.
week we open with a fight with bear owls.
Fucking bear owls.
Fucking bear owls.
You get 200 XP.
Nice.
And we're buying from where?
You're buying from rank 4 at this point.
Baller.
Well, 400 of your XP can be spent on rank 4. All the rest of it does still need to be spent from lower ranks.
Okay.
Nice. So
Quick-
2,400 total now.
Yep.
Question, Harley.
What's up?
before you go. What is the difference between forbidden lore heresy, but then scholastic occult lore occult?
So, okay, forbidden lore heresy is things to do with like demon worship and rogue psyker nonsense and witchery. Scholastic lore occult is for more like benign alien worship or knowledge of illegal religions, but not chaos religions. Because, like, there are planets in the Imperium that worship other gods, because they've been disconnected from the Greater Imperium for so long, they've forgotten the Emperor or other things like that. And as a cleric, it is part of your job is not just to kill heretics, but to convert them. So knowledge of their religions is something you're allowed to have. That way you could, like, convince them that their religion is actually just a flawed version of your religion.
Oh, so we come in and go oh no 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 no. I see where you got there, but you're just slightly wrong. Here, let me tell you how it really is.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, there are some occult practices that aren't like chaos stuff. So you know how the tech priests worship the Omnissiah, and
Yeah.
that's technically speaking is a different religion. So from your perspective, Ishta, that would be a cult.
Hmm.
So, like, while you as a cleric, I don't think you'll ever get like in lore Mechanicus, you could do elastic lore up to get similar information if you wanted to. Maybe not complete, but similar.
Okay.
Goodbye,
Bye,
recording.
recording.
Bye,
Bye.
recording.